Celeste, if I may. So it's interesting, you've pointed out many times the important statistic that 90% of disasters on the planet are weather related. So that makes this a great jumping off point, something that's basically universal. But to what extent have these new technologies been useful, and where are the gaps right now?
Okay, well, thank you very much for putting that context, and I think that we need to understand that the 90% of hazards that are originated by meteorology require from us a lot of efforts in that area. And I was very happy in the opening remarks because some of the examples that you highlighted, Annalena, related to the AI for good were for flood forecasting, for example. So yes, AI, I would say, it's not already brought a revolution in the field of forecasting. And that is for sure. That the challenge we face is, of course, equity and how we bring that accessibility to the global south. But let me put one example, and I'm sorry to bring you to something very, I would say, is historic, but when I was a PhD student, it took me a week to simulate one-day forecast. And now with AI, you need only a couple of minutes to generate 3 or 4 days forecasts. That is really democratizing the access to forecasting, from hours and days to minutes or seconds. And it's not also about big machines, it's also that you can run that in your own device. So if we are able to really provide these systems and co-design with the developing world these new tools, we will be succeeding in the next phase.
May I jump in
Please,
on that one?
yes.
Because in my previous role, we started to work together with universities and also with companies on this forecast. And this, because always taxpayers ask, so where's our taxpayer money go for international institutions? But if we use now these technologies, we can send rescue teams of the UN or bilateral support teams, if we know an earthquake is coming or a flood is coming, to evacuate people, but also cows and whatever could be damaged days before. So we save a lot of money instead of repairing afterwards everything and saving life, the most noble thing. So this is really prevention at its best. And this is why this joint cooperation between the private sector, scientists and governments is so important and actually in everybody's interest.